Okay, so I'm going to be rating the World War II pass, the Part 2 pass today. I'm going to try to make this quick because I'm not trying to waste y'all's time. The rating will be based off how fun the gun is. This is obviously subjective because this is my opinion, so don't start throwing tomatoes and pointing pitchforks. After all, I like running around the map and rushing, so that is my playstyle. Efficiency, which is how good the gun is based on what it is, aka like PPSH being an SMG, how good it is at being an SMG. Versatility, and then easiness of use, which is just how easy the gun is to use. We're gonna start off with the PPSH. This gun's extremely fun, 10 out of 10. This is the most fun gun in the past for me. It could be a little biased because I like SMGs, but I think this gun is extremely fun. Hitting all headshots on this gun, like perfectly controlling the recoil and hitting all headshots on this gun is super satisfying. It is awesome. Effectiveness, 8 out of 10. It is pretty good. It's quite the SMG. It's not the best SMG in the game, but it's really good. The versatility of it, it doesn't have the best range in the game, and it also has a terrible muzzle flash. Now, you could fix this with either going Viper barrel, but that will not fix the range. It'll only fix the muzzle flash. Can boost the range by like 8-9 meters with the extended barrel, which is insane for an extended barrel. And you can also slap on a ton of attachments that decrease the recoil even more, like padded stock, angled. You can also put on 50 and 70 round mags, so it can be quite the SMG. The easiness of use, it's a 7. It is pretty easy to use. The only reason I subtracted 3 points from the 10 is because it has the worst hip fire out of any SMG in the game. So obviously hip firing will be balls. If you've ever tried to hip fire with this gun, you'll be able to tell. And the gun goes to the right. It drifts to the right, which is a little bit weird to control sometimes, depending on which way your enemy is moving. But overall, I give it an 8 out of 10. Additional notes is, if you like the bearing 45, which is the vector, you will like this gun. Most likely, you will most likely like this gun. This gun is a vector, but better, but a little harder to use. FG42, oh boy. It got a buff recently, which made its mobility go up by 4, which I'm thankful for, but when it didn't have that mobility buff, I didn't have fun using it. The fun rating on this gun is a 5 out of 10. It's not really that fun, but it's not boring either. It's literally just an AS Val, but slower. So, you know, it just feels the same, but worse. It's not really that fun to use. The efficiency of it being an LMG, if you use this gun like an LMG, you will probably have fun using it. I don't. I tried to run around with it like I do with every other LMG, but this is like the worst LMG to run around with because it has 20 in the mag. 5 out of 10. Versatility, 4 out of 10. You really have to use this gun like an LMG. You can't be using it like an SMG or an AR. You can make setups that have a higher mobility, which is why there's 4 in the versatility status, because you can kind of turn it into a high-speed LMG, but it's not really worth it because of the amount of recoil you'll get. The easiness of use is 7. If you've used AS Val before, you will know how to use this gun. The recoil feels the same, just about the same. And the fact that it has 900 RPM, the recoil just aims for you. In some fights, you can be controlling it and the recoil will just aim for you. Overall though, this gun's a 5. I didn't really like it. I think it's my least favorite LMG in the game. If it was an AR, oh my god, this gun would have been awesome, but we don't live in that world. It had to be an LMG, which just ruined it for me. One of my friends said this, and it's a pretty accurate description of what the FG42 is. This gun is a beast that is anchored down at the bottom of the ocean. It could be an insanely good gun, but it's so slow. And it starts off, for the fact that it starts off with a 20 round, it is incredibly slow. Moving on to the next weapon though, we have the bar. Fun. 5. Same as FG42, I did not have that much fun using it. It is pretty cool though. It's the first first full auto rifle we have. It kind of feels just like a slow rate of fire AR to me though. Efficiency, 7. If you have bad aim or you rely on lucky shots to get kills, you will most likely like this gun. This gun does 55 damage to the limb. That's fucking insane. 2 hits to the leg, to the fucking toe with this gun will make you 40 health. Think about that for a minute. 40 health. You will be 40 health if you get hit by this gun twice, anywhere. They can shoot your pinky finger and you'll be 40 health if they hit it twice. That is crazy. 55 limb on a full auto weapon is unreal. 3-tap limb on a full auto weapon is unreal every single time. Versatility. I think this gun performs kind of like an AR. It is a lot slower than an AR, but you can use it like an AR if you believe in it. There is also conversions, like the 6.5 conversion mag, which will make it into a ramp-based gun, kind of like the Scar Hammer. And you can also slap on a lot of mobility stuff if you want to run around with it. I think you can get to like 103 mobility with it. From what I tested in the PTR, I think that's what it is. I'm not sure though. But yeah, easiness of use, this gun's a 4. This gun's not that easy to use. The recoil bumps a lot. I think it's because the recoil axle, the more you hold down the trigger, the more recoil you will have. But tap firing this gun makes it easier to control. I think it is because of the recoil acceleration. It feels like this gun has recoil acceleration. If it doesn't, tap firing making it easier to control is just placebo for me, but I think there is recoil accel. But it's a 4. It is pretty hard to use if you're just holding it down. It's kind of like the auto mag from M1 Garand, but a lot easier to control. But yeah, overall 6 out of 10. It's okay. It's okay. It's definitely a first in the rifle category, being an automatic. CW38. Fun rating, 7 out of 10. This pistol is actually pretty fun to use. There's a lot of conversions on it. There's the 22 LR, which makes it into basically an AR, a pocket AR. Then there's the 10mm, which turns it into a kind of like a rifle. That's what it's meant to be. So it is fun. The efficiency of it being a pistol, 7 out of 10. It's a really good pistol. It's one of the better pistols that I've used. Versatility, 9 out of 10. You can use this gun as a rifle with the 10mm conversion, and you can use this gun like an assault rifle with the 22 LR. If you have the 22 LR conversion mag, extended mag, and you have lightweight trigger, use it. Please try it out. It becomes a fucking assault rifle. It is ridiculous. It becomes the old STG. If you guys don't know how good the old STG was, I made a video on it a long time ago, but it's basically just that. It is insane when you pair those two attachments together. Overall, it's an 8 out of 10. It's a really fucking good pistol. Mark 4. I hate this fucking gun with a passion. 2 out of 10 on the fun status. This gun is not fun. Sure, it's the fastest like fire rate. This gun is not fun at all. It's not. The recoil bumps up to the sky when you aim down and shoot. The only reason it has 2 points in fun is because you can hip fire with it, and it becomes somewhat usable. Efficiency, 1 out of 10. Versatility, 1 out of 10. This gun sucks at being a hand cannon, and it sucks at being everything else. Easiness of use, 3 out of 10. Only reason there's 3 on there is because you can hip fire. If this gun had dog ass hip fire, this gun would be the worst gun in the game. It probably is the worst gun in the game. This gun is not fun to use. It's unique, I will give it that, but that doesn't make it fun. 2 out of 10. Paris Lee, insanely fun sniper. Giving it a 10 out of 10 on the fun rating. I mean, it's incredibly fun. The fact that it's a bolt action sniper and you actually bolt it back makes it feel it just makes it feel good. And it's really high fire rate, meaning if you can aim good enough, you can get clips with this gun. Efficiency, 10. This gun is really good at being a sniper. You can get around 140 fire rate with this if you use the ACP conversion, I think it's called, which is insane for a sniper. 140 fire rate is crazy. Versatility, 8 out of 10. You can turn this gun into a speed demon. You can turn it into a long range fucking nuker, and you can turn it into a close range hip fire machine. There's a lot of things you can do with this, and the hip fire, like already just base hip fire on this gun is really good. Easiness of use, 7 out of 10. The only reason I subtracted 3 points from this is because the scope is a 4x lightweight scope. If you guys didn't know, the lightweight scope is actually a 2.5. This is the first time we've had a 4x lightweight scope on any gun in the game, I'm pretty sure. So it feels weird when you first use it. It feels really weird. Once you get used to that 4x lightweight scope, it becomes really easy to use, and it's really good. It also has really good hip fire, so it becomes really easy to use as CQC as well. Just like I said in versatility, this gun has really good hip fire accuracy, so it becomes easier to use. Obviously, overall rating 9 out of 10. This is the highest rating I've given out of a gun in this pass. Game Pass rating overall, in my opinion, it's an 8, because you get 3 really fun guns: the CW38, the Parsley, and the PPSH. And then there's the last 3 guns: the Mark IV revolver, the Bar, and the FG42 are kind of like first type in class. They kind of feel like prototype weapons. Bar being the first automatic rifle there is in the game, kind of like how Scarhammer was the first ramp gun in the game. FG42 being a low mobility AR basically, which kind of makes it bad, but it's first in class. And Mark IV being just dog shit because of how different it is. What I recommend to buy in order of best to worst is PPSH or Parsley. It depends on who you are. If you like rushing around the map and you like SMGs, buy the PPSH. If you like one-shotting people, if you like quick scoping, you like wild aces, buy the Parsley. Second, CW38. That pistol is really fucking good. I mean, like, don't underestimate how good the 22LR and the lightweight trigger combination is. That thing becomes insane. If you have an auto clicker and you click that at full speed, holy shit, you have the best gun in the fucking game. I'll probably be making a video on it sometime. I don't know how soon it'll come out. I don't have a recording for it yet, but I'll probably be making a video. Coming in third, this the Bar. I have really nothing to say about this. Fifth being the FG42, and sixth obviously being the Mark IV. That gun is dog shit. But yeah, that's my Game Pass rating for the World War II Part 2 pass. I'm pretty happy with the pass. Even though some of the guns are terrible, I'm really happy with the pass. I do wish they would buff FG42 mobility to like 90. 84 is super slow for a 20 round gun. I mean, I would rather use the AS Val than the FG42. Don't buy the FG42. If you don't have to buy the FG42, don't buy it. You can just use the AS Val. But other than that, I do think it is a good pass, and I would recommend buying it if you want to have a new experience with new guns, with different guns, or if you just want a few really good weapons like the pistol and Parsley and PPSH. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.